Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the legendary Darlington Raceway, where tonight the stars of the SCSRA Dub Sports Cards Next Gen Series are ready to take on one of the most challenging tracks in all of motorsports. I am Matt Drafty Beef Everard, coming at you live through the Royalty Racing Network. Bring you all the action here tonight. Let's go over some of the track details. 71 degrees Fahrenheit outside, 90% humidity with a 4-mile-per-hour wind. Track temp about 75 degrees. Now, this track isn't just another stop on the schedule. The Lady in Black. 1.3 miles. These drivers are going to have to tame this lady. This narrow egg-shaped asphalt that has tested the best for generations. With its abrasive surface and tight racing grooves, Darlington demands respect, patience, and precision. Tire management will be the name of the game, and those who push it too hard too soon may find themselves earning the infamous Darlington stripe against the wall. You know, these guys are all looking to race hard here tonight to secure themselves a spot into the championship 4. Who will do it? We'll find out soon enough when the green flag drops. Let's go ahead and take a look at our round of 8 drivers. We have them up on screen. We have Irwin, Bennett, Butchino, Fritz, Gomes, Stinson, Zimmerman, and Hall, all fighting for those 4 positions for the championship to earn themselves the title here at the SCSRA. Let's have a look now at the cut line going into tonight. Everyone's pretty even. I'll be in the first race of the round. In race 1 and 2, Butchino up top, 2015 points. Irwin behind him, 2008 points. He's +8 above the cut line. Bennett 2007 plus 7 points above. Stinson 3 points above the cut line. Fritz, Gomes, Zimmerman, and Hall all at 2,000 even, -3 below the cut line. So everybody's got to race hard here tonight. Start strong for this round of 8. Be victorious here. Let's see if we can't get one of them in here to speak with here. Let's see if we can get Gomes. Ryan, this is Matt up in the booth. You got me.
Matt, I got you.
Matt, tell me, how are you feeling about tonight's race? Walk me through what's going through your head right now.
Don't spin myself out on lap 1 like I did last night in the trucks.
Hey, that's solid. I've done it. I'm guilty. Been there.
Yeah, no, it's such a fun rhythmatic track, but once you start getting racing around people, it becomes a whole lot tougher.
Definitely. Now, it's infamous. I talked about it here just a little bit. The Darlington Stripe. What's your game plan going through here tonight to not earn yourself one of those?
Oh, I think it's inevitable. Just hope the right side of the car holds up till the end of it. I'm sure everybody's right side will be a little tore up by the end of this one.
Oh, I most guarantee it. Well, before we let you get back to practice here, anyone you'd like to shout out or thank?
Yeah, I mean, definitely shout out to, Dev Sports Cards and the guys at Blue Ridge Auto for helping. Everybody that's showed up still to keep running. You guys, Josh, up in the booth, you guys have killed it all year, and it's just made it fun to go back and watch it. But yeah, just can't thank everybody for showing up enough. So.
And you guys put on a great show every week. It's definitely been our pleasure to broadcast for this for you guys. Go have yourself a great race tonight, buddy, and we'll hope to speak to you afterwards.
You too. Hey, feel better.
Hey, thanks, buddy. There you have it. That was the 55 of Ryan Gomes. So you said you feel better. I have been feeling under the weather the past few days. I'm on the other end of it now, but still some side effects. So trying to go through without coughing in everybody's ear tonight, or I'll do my best. But that was Ryan Gomes, currently sitting under the cut line, -3, along with Fritz, Zimmerman, and Hall. Excuse me, sorry. All right, moving on. Let's take a look at some of these paint schemes on track. I did see here Travis Bennett rocking a new paint scheme this week. I'm not going to attempt to read that, but that looks sharp. Definitely liking that one. Current fast time on track. He's not currently on track, but Joe Irwin in the 44. You know him, he's always fast. His best time in practice, 28.6. Then Zimmerman, he is 4th quick in practice. Currently out on track in that 36 Liquid Death Machine. Currently, his best lap time with a 28.72. Sorry, 28.72. Lipicki's sitting 10th quick, 29.8 in practice so far. He's been having some solid races this season. Not in the playoffs this season, but I mean, I wouldn't count him out for next season. That is for sure. A huge shout out to Dev's Sports Cards for sponsoring this whole Next Gen series. Possible. Then, of course, all the admins and everyone that runs all these races at the Stock Car Sim Racing Association. If you're looking for a place to race, they're a great home. They've got plenty of racing, multiple nights of the week. Make sure to check them out. Josh Hall out on track. Looking sharp as always in that 81 Dev's Sports Card Ford. Oh, whoa, whoa. Caught a little carnage here in practice there. Matthew Fritz in the 29, solid season. Has made it to the round of 8, sitting -3 to the cut line along with Gomes, Zimmerman, and Hall. Time and time again, he has proven that he can run up front. He's had great finishes all year, all season long. Of course, he is in that 29 M&M Pet Sitting Chevy. Sharp as always. Jay Stinson in the, oh yeah, in the Rusty Wallace throwback number 2 Miller Genuine Draft. As hands down my favorite race car driver and one of my favorite paint schemes of all time. That looks good on a next gen too. Well done. Here's the big boss man coming out on track for a little bit of practice. We got about 2.5 minutes of practice wrapping up here. Yeah, before we get over to qualifying, let's give our sponsors a little love here. We'll be right back here with a little side-by-side commercial action. And we're back. Big thank you to our sponsors who also help make this whole production available to you all. Along with all the sponsors for the league, of course. Everyone, they're a great team here. Been super happy to be part of the SCSRA. Looking forward to much more racing to come. Got about 20 seconds left to practice here. We'll move on to qualifying. See who can set the fast time tonight. Some pull off and the timer does expire, which means we will move on to qualifying. Waiting for all the drivers to hop back into their car, their qualifying cars, and get out on track. Here we have the 40 of Chase Greer out on track. Looking to start his first lap. Shane King, Walt Lipicki, Hall, Butchino, Cat, Erwin Zimmerman, all also out on track. I don't want to set any time yet. I don't know if y'all know at home, if you make, I believe if you make too much contact with the wall, it'll make your lap time not count. So you have to watch out for that. Zimmerman, our first quick time, 29.24. Short-lived. Josh Hall with a 29.15 for his fast lap. Lipicki, third quick so far, 29.74. That is out of the 5 drivers that have put in lap times. Erwin to the top. No surprise there. 28.78 on his first lap. Yeah, a new paint scheme here for Erwin. The Dirty Birds. See if he can improve on his second time. Lap 2 at 28.72. Secure him at the top for now. Can anyone knock him down? Closest time is Devin. Oh, just as I say that, Justin Parham with a 28.69 on his second lap. What a smoker there. Mueller out on track. Still about a little over half the field to set times. Mueller's first lap, 29.28, puts him 7th quick currently. De Silva puts in a time, 29.83. Going to put him 9th quick. Garrett Walden puts in a time, 29.02. Put him 4th quick. Lap 2 for Josh Mueller, 29.46. He will be 8th currently. Still more cars to qualify. Here we have Matthew Fritz, currently sitting 3 under the cut line. Jay Stinson puts in a time of 29.36. Oh, second lap for Stinson, 28.98. Will put him 6th quick. Fritz's first lap, 29.15. It'll put him 9th quick so far. Billy Tidoff puts in a time, 29.26, currently working on his second lap. Coming across the line for Fritz. Lap 2, 28.71, bumps him up to 3rd place. Garrett Walden, I missed this. My apologies to the man, Garrett Walden. He actually sets the fast time, 28.68. Missed that jumping up there. My apologies. Gomes sets his second lap time, 29.014. That'll put him 8th quick. Still have about 4 cars to put in lap times. Lipicki being one of them. He's out on track currently. Butchino, Greer, and Young all have not put in lap times currently. 29.058 for his first lap. My gosh, I keep having some issues. My apologies, everybody. Looks like that will be his only lap. That'll keep him in 9th place. Still have yet to set a time. We've got Devin Butchino, Chase Greer, Brad Young. Our current top 3, though, the 24 of Garrett Walden, the 19 of Justin Parham in P2, and running out that top 3, Matthew Fritz in the 29. Notable mentions here. Drivers are just below. They're fighting to get there. They're pretty close. Actually, everyone's pretty close in points. So your playoff drivers, Joe Irwin finished 4th. Or qualified 4th. So far, we still got 3 guys to go yet if they do choose to qualify. But currently, Irwin's sitting 4th. Bennett sitting 5th. Zimmerman sitting 6th. Stinson 7th. Gomes 8th. That's a big group of playoff drivers right there. And we got to go a couple positions. We get to 11th position then for Josh Hall, another playoff driver. And then we're just waiting on Devin Butchino to set a lap time if he does. He's currently not set one. Let's take a hop up and see here. Oh, it won't let me while no one's on track. I was going to see if we could say hi to Barney, but apparently we are stuck up here in the Royalty Racing Network blimp overlooking Darlington. And this is going to be, these guys put on some great racing. This track is definitely not an easy track. I'm looking forward to the battles here tonight. I know these guys are going to put on a great show. I think we might see a little bit of lap traffic interference. We'll have to see. You never know. We get some long, good green flag runs like I know we can. Let me know, chat, who you think is going to win this one. Bring it home tonight. Who y'all rooting for? I know Tina's rooting for Zimmerman. I know that one already. Let's see if you're new here. Don't forget to drop a like and follow, subscribe, whatever it's called on YouTube. Make sure so you don't miss any of the action. We are here live Wednesday nights for the SCSRA. Good buddy of mine and co-worker, Triple F-Bomb, broadcasts the NOMA Next Gen series on Saturday nights. And then Tuesday nights, my other good friend and co-worker, Mr. Joshua King, broadcasts the Top Tier Racing League Gen 6 series. Lots of action to watch here at the Royalty Racing Network. Derek Cat is not voting for himself to win tonight's race. That's not, you gotta at least think you can do it. I believe in you. You could get really lucky. Well, you don't know Derek Cat, teammate of mine, good buddy. He's a good driver. He could definitely go out and win this one. Just give him a little hard time. Good luck tonight, sir. To you, all of our other royalty drivers, and all the drivers out there tonight. Put on a great show for everyone watching at home. As we will get to gridding here. Qualifying is over. Goal is to not die or kill anyone else. That is a good goal. That is literally my only goal while racing normally. Let's bring up tonight's grid. You see the 24 of Garrett Walden able to hold on to that pole. And to his outside, starting the outside line, will be the 19 of Justin Parham. Coming in 3rd, the 29 of Matthew Fritz. 4th place, Joe Irwin in the 44. Rounding out your top 5 will be Travis Bennett in the 01. Devin Zimmerman in the 36 will be in 6th place. 7th, Jay Stinson driving the number 2. Ryan Gomes in the 55 will roll off 8th. Starting 9th, Michael Lipicki in the 46, and his outside, Walt Lipicki in the 56. Starting 10th. Starting 11th now will be Josh Hall in the 81, and to his outside in P12 will be D. Wright in the 84. Starting 13th, Billy Titoff in the 79, and to his outside in the 26, Josh Mueller rolling off P14. P15 will be Derek Catt in the 39, and Derek De Silva will roll off 16th in the number 16. I feel like this is maybe like the second or third time. For sure the second time I've seen him. He's good with that 16-16 thing. Anyway, Shane King in the 60 is going to be rolling off 17th. Devin Butchino then put it in a lap time, starting 18th, back of the field in the 68. Chase Greer in the 40, starting 19th, and rounding out the field in that 78th. Brad Young, starting P20. There's our starting lineup. We see them all now getting onto the grid. Still waiting for a few cars to grid up, possibly. Everyone is locked in, ready to roll, giving out final instructions. Take a look from up here. I can hear them rumble. So they start to go do their pacing now. Folks, this is going to be a good one here tonight. I am looking forward to it. Stage at the end of lap 40. I believe they had about a 50-ish lap fuel run. So we will see some pitting for this race, but not before the stage, it looks like. They've just confirmed about 50 to 55 laps of fuel per run. All right, the track that can't be tamed. Who's going to take home the win? Who's going to lock themselves into the championship 4? We will see here now as the green flag is about to drop. Pace car is in pit lane.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is out for the first time here at Darlington. .44 making a quick move to the inside of the 19 of Parham. Trying to get that second place position. Everyone kind of going single file. Oh, we see some cars earning their stripes right away in the back. Oh, 36 and the 01 make some contact. Bennett bad. Zimmerman bad. Early contact here on lap 2. Irwin's stuck up against the wall. That's not going to be good. Let's go back up with our leaders here. Walden, Irwin right on his tail. Walden's been running the Mountain Dew paint scheme all season. Switches it up tonight. Pepsi out front currently. About to go lap 3 here. See already some gap here now between the drivers. I have to imagine that was probably from that little bit of contact that happened. Kind of jostled up the whole field. Decent little gaps throughout the whole field here. Let's take a look back. Oh, is that just got into the wall there? The 79 of Billy Titoff into the wall, earning his stripe. Spread out here quick at Darlington. You can see Butchino looking in the inside of Titoff. Going into the corner. They're side by side. Titoff up into the wall again. Again, hard contact that time coming out of the corner exit. Mueller's going to have to look low under Titoff. Almost collected him up in that. They'll keep moving, though. No harm, no foul. Lepicki looking to the inside of, well, let me rephrase this. Walt Lepicki looking to the inside of Michael Lepicki. Or, my gosh, I'm saying this all wrong. I'm just going to... Anyway. What can you do, folks? You just got to roll with it. Butchino looking to the inside of Walt Lepicki. Right behind him is the 79, Billy Titoff, also looking to get a move done here. Nice little grouping. Right on Titoff's tail is the 40 of Greer. We're going to take you back up front here, though. Really close here. 44 Irwin. Thought you might be trying to make a move there. Making moves. The 81. Hall looking to get around Michael Lepicki there. Not far behind, we see Butchino currently up 9 spots, along with Chase Greer right behind him in the 40. Joe Irwin able to get the move done, get the lead change here. Lap 7 out of 160. Joe Irwin takes the lead. Garrett Wallen running second, Parham running third, Fritz running fourth, and Stinson to round out your top 5 currently. So we see there is a pretty significant gap. We go to third place here. The gap between, fourth place. Gap between fourth and fifth is about a second. And then from 6th to 7th is almost 4 seconds. So big spreading here. We'll try and keep you with all the action throughout the field.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Yellow flag is out. I am not seeing anything on track currently. Let's see if we can find anything going on here. I don't see anyone around. I'm not sure. I see a bunch of people past Travis Bennett. I guess that might be a good place to look. Let's see what happens here. No actual crash triggered on... No? Oh, we got Mr. Young jump to pits. I'm not sure what is going on here. He's giving me all sorts of weird information. I apologize. Trying to figure out where this crash occurred, but not seeing where it happened. A few drivers in pit. Zimmerman, Lepicki, Wright, all in pit lane. Well, not exactly sure what that was all about. Zimmerman in pit lane. In there for quite some time. And we saw a little contact with him early on in the race, lap 2, so I'm probably getting that repaired if I had to guess, and not what this last ordeal is about. But yeah, I'm not really seeing any, You know, iRacing likes to throw phantom cautions once in a while, too, so. We do what we can. First caution out here at Darlington, currently on lap 11. They are side by side. Lights are off on the pace car, which means that this time by we will be green flag racing. Yeah, everyone's been racing pretty good so far this evening. I haven't seen really any too aggressive moves. I mean, everyone did get kind of spread out there right away. I'll have to see now that this caution, though, gets them all back up, racked together. Pace car dips off in the pit lane. Irwin's going to take us back to green.
Green's out. Green flag.
Green is out once again here at Darlington. Here we go. Irwin got a great launch up to that top side right away. Top few cars spread out right away. I'm trying to get single file. Look further and back, we had Greer looking to make moves. Everyone's trying to settle out here. Lots of racing to go. I wonder just how hard these guys are going to push, though, to try and get the stage, these stage points. Irwin already out to a half-second lead over P2. Look a little further back in the field. A little action here, otherwise mostly single file action throughout the field right now. Titoff gets another stripe. Ooh, another. I think he might have earned his fair share tonight. That's all right. This track does it to you. I've definitely earned my fair share and then some. Rear haul side by side. Greer gets the move done. Can he hold on to it? Greer up 11 positions from where he started. Our biggest mover, though, Evan Butchino in the 68. Up 12 positions from where he started. Trying to get some ground on Jay Stinson here in that Miller Genuine Draft number 2. Butchino makes the move on Stinson there. He's able to take away P5. Now let's go ahead and take an onboard here with Mr. Butchino himself. He gets a killer run on the 29 of Fritz. Looks to his inside. Oh, man. To see it happen so quick in the car. It shows it almost looks slower when you're out of the car, but it's going so quick. He gets the move done. He's up to P4. Now he's got his sights set on the 19 of Parham. Travis Bennett making his way back up through the field. Oh, it's hit off hard into the wall. I can't imagine that was what the yellow flag was for. Everyone kept moving. I didn't see anyone else get wrapped up in anything, though. I have to imagine that we saw that live. Billy Titoff smacked the wall pretty good, made contact with the 01 at Travis Bennett. They both kept moving at a decent rate of speed. And it called a caution. I do see Zimmerman coming to pit. Something happened with him. I do see some damage on the car. Let's rewind. Okay, here it is. Here it is. I can't believe this did not register. Let's see what happens here. Oh my goodness. A lot of speed going into that corner. Almost does a little bit of a skateboard move there and grinds the rail, if you will. Let's get a good camera view of this one. Let's go to our chase cam. See what happened here. A little too much speed. I almost wonder if there's a little neck code in that too. A little contact with Brad Young. Hard into the wall there. Tough break for Zimmerman. Tough. I almost wonder if there's a little neck code too. That looked a little more aggressive than just overdriving and running into the wall. I mean, I don't make the calls here, obviously. I'm just for my own personal. it almost, I don't know, maybe he corrected a little. It's hard to say, but he gets up, almost does a Lightning McQueen over the top of the 60 there. Unfortunate. Take you back live here with the action. Second caution out tonight. Lap 20 currently. Let's bring up our cut line graphic here once again, just so you guys get yourself familiar here with these drivers. But you know, Irwin, Bennett, and Stinson all sitting just a little bit above that cut line right now. Fritz, Gomes, Zimmerman, and Hall all looking to get above it. Tonight's race is going to determine a lot going into the second race of the round of 8. Exciting stuff. See, Billy Tithoff is in pit as well. We saw him smack the wall a few times. Pretty good as well, assuming that he will be getting some damage repaired. Well, Irwin in first, Walden second, Parham third. Let's get this green flag flying once again here at Darlington.
Green.
Green flag is out to start lap 22 here at Darlington. They're zooming on by, most of them single file again. Bennett looking to move back up through the field. He's already moved his way back up to 8th place now. We're getting a little bit spread out back to single file. This track isn't very forgiving, and there isn't a whole lot of room to work with here. This is battle on track. You can see it. This grouping right here is pretty much the closest. A little action going a little further back here. We got Hall maybe looking to make a move on Mueller. Right on his tail. Not looking to do anything quite just yet. Running in line. Oh, Mueller into the wall, getting a stripe of his own. D. Wright now making the move on Hall. Look at this, folks. Already, if you look at your timing tower, you see Irwin at the top. Second place is Walden at 1.3 seconds behind him. You see a bit of a battle going on here for this second, third, and fourth position. These guys are all pretty close by, all within striking distance. That being said, we might start to see the aggression ramp up. The end of the stage is at the end of lap 40. We're currently lap 27. About to go around and start lap 28, so we're getting there for the stage. 160 laps total for the race. Taking it nice and calm here. This track is a tricky one. Everyone's doing their best, keeping the car underneath them, all looking solid. Way at the back of the field now we have Michael Lepicki and Shane King looking to do a little battling over 13th. Oh, little smackage of the wall. Seen that a few times here tonight already. We'll see it a lot more, I promise you that. So they say it, 60 goes up, taps the wall one more time. Gomes and Greer somewhat close by, riding around 8th, 9th right now. Almost thought Parham was going to make a move there on Walden. Hooks back in. Close, got about 10 laps to go left in this stage. Everyone's still all pretty single file throughout the field, minding their P's and Q's. Oh, we see Fritz a little loose down there. A little further back in the field, getting another little grouping right here. These guys are slowly catching on the grouping in front of them as well. They're not catching it. Oh, here we go. Parham looking to the inside of Walden. Butchino following him down there. Looks like Parham will get the move done. Butchino, Walden still side by side, directly behind them. Stinson and Fritz side by side with the 0-1 of Bennett hot on their tail. Butchino will also get by Walden. Walden loses 2 positions that lap, down to 4th. Parham up to 2nd, Butchino up to 3rd. Walden now 4th, Stinson rounding out your top 5. Get a little bit more spread out now after that action. You can see the sparks flying off the cars there in the corners. These guys are giving her all she's got. Now Stinson's looking to the inside of Walden. Wonder if maybe everyone else just saved a little bit more tire than Walden. We'll have to see if he can hold on to it. 24 gets a little loose. Now down, forced to the inside. Him and Bennett now going to be side by side. Bennett gets by him, though. That'll put Bennett up to 5th. The field getting...
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Yellow flag is out. Let's see. It looks like the 60 of Shane King was involved. Go back and take a look at this one. See him looking to the inside of Lepicki. Ooh. Tough one, man. It kind of runs him up the track a little bit. Lepicki runs out of room, smacks the wall, comes back down. Yeah, I kind of just ran him out of room there, looked like, unfortunately. Alright, everyone's going to be coming to pit. I have to wonder if that will be the end of the stage, since the stage is normally the end of lap 40. We are currently at lap 38. They will not get going to green again before that. Well, spices things up. Lots of people coming to pit here. Almost everybody looking for fuel and tires. Rolling off pit will be Irwin, Parham, and Butchino for the top 3. Walden Bennett rounding out your top 5. Alright, sorry about the silence, folks. I had to go refill my water. Fortunately, Royalty Racing Network let go our bottle staff, so I had to go get my own water. Anyway, without pace cars off, we are back here. We're about to go green flag racing once again at Darlington. 44 is going to take us to green here once again.
Green flag, green flag.
And the green flag is out one more time, another time, here at Darlington Raceway. Irwin out to a great start, but up to second right away. All getting pretty single file right away behind them. The train begins. I tell you, that Irwin is fast. Right from the get-go, he almost first lap in, he puts a half a second between him and second place. Guy's just insanely fast. $17 of the 20 cars still on the lead lap. Holmes and Fritz maybe looking to do a little action here. We'll have to see who's going to really focus on tire saving this run. There is no more planned cautions to happen here this evening. So these guys have to be, you got to plan for the long run. 50, 55 laps. I think tires are going to be more concerning than the fuel amounts are going to be. Single file all throughout the field. Good moment. I've been wanting to scope this out. Here we go. New paint scheme for the 19 this week. Didn't get to touch on it in practice. repping the horny goatweed this week. Not sure what that is, but I like the little mascot guy. Looks pretty cool. Very nice looking paint scheme. We can see the 24 Walden hot on his tail. And on Walden's tail, the 01 of Bennett. All looking to fight over that third place currently. Don't know why my tower is saying that Irwin is in pit. He's definitely not. He's right there. Let's see if we can give this a good old refresh and it'll fix itself. There we go. Technology always has its little hiccups. Little grouping here, little grouping here. Couple solo guys running in the back. Zimmerman not having the greatest of nights, unfortunately. Currently running P14. Some trouble early on. See him smack the wall again. I better change to someone else before Tina gets mad at me. Back up here. Parham currently leading. Currently running third. Leading this little group here. Lots of cars with the Darlington stripe this evening. This is the closest action on the track. These few cars right here. Oh, see a couple cars in the back of that shot there making a little contact with the wall. The 01 of Bennett looking to the inside of Walden. Can he carry enough speed to clear him in the corner? It looks like he can and will. Gets a little loose though. Will Walden look back to the inside? Does not. Able to. 01 of Bennett. Able to take over that fourth position. Nice single file. Quick note, I've seen De Silva now in pit for over 10 minutes. Imagine that something pretty significant has happened, possibly out of this one. We'll have to see if he comes back out on track later. We got some action going on again. Bennett, just all of a sudden, lightning rod gets past the 19 of Parham. Take over that third spot. See if he can make up any time on Butchino, who currently has a 3-second gap. Currently, the gap between second and third, almost 3 seconds. The gap between first and second, just a little over 2 seconds. These leaders pretty spread out. We see Bennett pulling away now, but this goes green flag for a long time. I wonder if these guys' tires are going to hold up compared to some of these other guys that may not be driving as hard. Ula 19 gets up into the wall there pretty hard. Gonna drop him back a few positions. Not too much heat out on track right now. Oh, 19 getting loose. I have to wonder if he got a little damage from that first wall tap. It's going to put him back a few positions. Looks like he might be having a hard time holding on to that thing. All the way back to 9th now. Looks like he's got it back underneath him. Looking pretty good now. Decent gaps throughout the entire field. We are on lap 58 of 160. Still a lot of racing to go. 19 looking to the inside of the 55. 55 runs it in deep. Oh, they both make a little contact with the wall. That running order will stay the same for now. Now we got some big gaps here. That tight-knit pack is no more. We got Travis Bennett, Garrett Walden still hanging on up here in 3rd, 4th. Stinson now 1.3 behind them, chilling with Chase Greer. Fritz about 3/4 second off of them. Now Gomes about 1.5 seconds off of that. So spread out here. The grouping is now here as we see Mueller looking at the inside of Parham. Mueller get it done. Close-knit race in here. 19 hot on the tail of the 55. Trying to figure out a way to get past him if he can get it done. Looks like the car's handling good. We saw him have hard contact with the wall. He was running up front. A little bit of wiggles, but now it looks like he's got it back under solid control. Gonna march his way back up through the field. Everyone, last pit, lap 37, so we have to imagine at most, but with the 50 to 55 lap run, we're looking at 87 to 92 for the pit window for these guys. So they still got a decent amount of race here to put down. A lot of tire left to need. The 55 ran up high on the track there. 19 and the 55 side by side. 19 just not able to get as good of a runoff. Ooh, a little contact there. Closest battle on track currently. How long will they keep this up for? 19 able to get, there we go. Great move there, 19. The 55 may have let him have it, but that's all good. He'll look on to keep pressing forward. Now we look up here. Walden, look now. Walden, Butchino, 3rd, 4th. Bennett got up to the 2nd place, so Butchino falling off here. Walden able to take over 3rd place. Butchino down to 4th. I think he may have used up a bit more tire than he wanted to early on, as we see him falling back a few positions. But now he's a smart racer. He knows, you know, this guy's good with his pit strategies and all that. We'll have to see if that's part of his plan. Never count out the 68. That is for sure. Look a little further back. Some action going on now here. Mueller looking to get by the 55 of Gomes. Oh, the 81 a Hall diving down to the the 84 Wright diving down to the inside of Gomes there. Get it back up here. Butcher now looking on the threat of falling another position. The two of Stinson starting to close that gap. Joe Irwin, I know he's leading, but we don't talk about him much because he's out there, no competition. He's about 5.5 seconds in front of P2. Butchino looking to hold off Stinson. Stinson looking to the inside of Butchino, going into turn 1 there. He's able to get it done. Holds it solid on through. Stinson will take over that 4th position. Butchino falling down to 5th. Now Greer looking to the inside of the 68. Decides, not quite yet. Let him go. Set it up for another run here. Looking to the inside, he gets the move done. Can he hold the speed through, or will Butchino get it on the inside of the crossback? Does not. Butchino falls back now, down to 6. Fritz now looking to get a position as well. Fritz does get on by. Parham looking back up now. He will also get by. I don't know if maybe Butchino is purposely trying to save the tires a bit, or if he just used them up trying to catch up to Irwin. Irwin's fast. His lead, though, went from 5.5 now to just 5 seconds. Bennett is closing the gap a little bit. Got about, I'd say probably about 15 to 20 laps before we see these guys start to come into pit. Unless we get a caution before that. Everyone else now spread way across the field. Here's our closest battle. 55 of Ryan Gomes and the 46 of Michael Lepicki. See them get a little spread. Oh, 55 into the wall once again. It's going to allow the 46 to get a run. Oh, 46 now into the wall. Darlington stripes for everybody tonight. Welcome in. If you're just tuning in, we are on lap 72 of 160 here at the Stock Car Sim Racing Association Dev Sports Cards Next Gen Series. It's currently race 1 of 2 for the round of 8 in the playoffs. Go ahead and bring up our cut line graphic once again. Going into tonight's race, Butchino, Irwin, Bennett, Stinson all above the cut line. Fritz, Gomes, Zimmerman, Hall below it. As you can see, it is not by much. Every point matters here this evening. We'll have to see how this shakes up. Currently, let's take a look at where all your playoff drivers are running. Furthest back in the field currently, we have Devin Zimmerman currently running 14th. In front of him, Josh Hall running 13th. Gomes running 12th. Butchino currently running 9th. I'm trying to find all these guys on the side. Here we go. Fritz currently running 6th. Then we got Stinson running 4th. Bennett up in 2nd. And, of course, Irwin up in the lead currently. Lap 75 out of 160. Folks, these guys are all spread apart throughout the field. Closest gap right now, 0.3 seconds between the 19 and the 29. Time to play around with some cameras. Go ahead and give you an onboard. Let's go with our leader. No one out in front of him. Let's go ahead and see what he sees. See just how close up to the wall he is getting in those corners, but not quite hitting. Not quite getting his stripes, if you will. You can see it looks like such a big track, but really anything below that dotted line is not the racing surface there. It gets flat there, it'll kind of upset the car a bit. You don't really want to be down there. Mueller, Fritz. Looks like they were gonna have a little action. Not quite though. Joe Irwin, our leader, now has put a 6-second gap over second place. A little break in the action here. We're gonna go side by side. Welcome back. You saw the side-by-side action there. Mueller was able to get past Fritz. We look further up the field now. Some action going on. Some people coming into pit. Like I said, we see it right here between lap 85 and 92. A little bit earlier than I thought. Lap 83, leader Irwin coming into pit. Travis Bennett's going to be our new leader for the time being. We'll have to see if that triggers everyone else to pit or what their plan is going to be. Everyone last came into pit lap 37. About 50 to 55 laps of fuel per run. Lots of people that decided to pit early. See Chase Greer now coming into pit as well. Travis Bennett, who had a little mishap early on in this race, is currently our leader here, lap 85 out of 160. Josh Mueller coming into pit as well. See how this shakes things up. Chase Greer heading out of pit. Fritz deciding to stay out, starting lap 86. We're going to see some people on some different pit strategies. We'll have to see if this will help or hurt some. Irwin now first. That was our first to pit on the lead lap there. He was our leader. Had almost about a 6.5 second lead about the time he went into pit. He's going to come out 8th, 1 lap down. Till this next pit cycle goes, the 2 of Jay Stinson in the pit lane. I mean, if you look at our pit stop here, I'm not sure. It shows the position, not the car number, unfortunately. So that's not their car number. See the picky got into the wall a little bit there. 01. Travis Bennett looking to stay out. He's staying high. Some of these guys now in fresher tires. These guys lapped down, but they got tires a little bit ago. So they're running. They're cruising. To see when the rest of these guys decide to pit. First through 6 have all not pit yet. P9 also has not pit. Billy Titoff, he's already a lap down. Garrett Walden, who's currently running P2, decides, hey, it's time for me to go into pit. 19 to Parham also goes into pit. That's going to put Fritz in the 29 up to P2 currently. See how much longer these guys stay out. I think the lap 92 right around there is going to be the max that these guys could stay out. That last pit on lap 37. Maybe a little bit more accounting for the pace lap. The pacing there is now we see the 01 Bennett dip down into pit lane. Fritz still out on track. Fritz, Wright, Hall have yet to pit since lap 37. Stay out, lead a lap here or there, get themselves some more points. I said every point matters. Fritz is one of those playoff drivers currently sitting just -3 from the cut line. Fritz now dipping down into pit lane. D. Wright looks like he will also be dipping down into pit lane. He would have been our new leader. Let's see how this plays out. I believe the 81 of Josh Hall will be our leader for now. Yes, it is. Hall yet to pit. Second place behind him. Look, there he is, the 44 of Joe Irwin, looking to get his lead back here after these pit cycles. Pit cycle. So as Irwin gets past him, reclaims his lead. All still staying out on track. For now, I have to imagine that he will be coming to pit this time. Have to be very close to running out of fuel. As we see him now dip down, the pit cycles is complete. Everyone has now is either in pit or has been in and out of pit. Makes our leader, the 44, Joe Irwin, having to deal with some lap traffic now. This shook things up. We got cars all over the place. Lead cars with lap cars and so on and so forth throughout the field. Thought they were spread out before. Just wait till you hear the interval now. Between first and second place is a 16-second gap. That is about a half. He's got about a half a lap on these guys. A little bit more. Here's our closest battle on track, the 40 and the 55. 55 hard in the wall, almost contact right in front of the leader. Ooh, that almost just got spicy there. That would have been something. Thankfully, that's just the caliber these drivers are, though. They are able, when they do make a mistake, 9 times out of 10, they are able to recover it and keep it going. Great caliber driver here at the SCSRA. Folks, we're over halfway here. Lap 98 out of 160. Spread out throughout the entire field. Almost a second gap between everybody. Current closest gap is actually second place here at about 0.5. Only half a second. Folks, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe or follow us here and don't miss any of the action. Of course, Wednesday nights here at the SCSRA, Saturday nights, Triple F-Bomb broadcasts, the NOMA Next Gen Racing League, and Tuesday nights, Joshua King, our broadcaster for the top tier Gen 6 series. Lots of action here at Royalty Racing Network. Like I said, make sure you follow us so you don't miss any of the action. Check out all our socials. Some action here with Fritz and Gomes. Fritz looking at the inside of Gomes. They get the move done. Gomes up into the wall. It's going to allow the 29 of Fritz to move on past. Fritz currently running 10th place right now. Folks, only 9 cars on the lead lap right now. Oh, we see Irwin into the wall a little bit. Little contact from the wall. Irwin getting his Darlington stripe. Seems to have slowed him up quite a bit there. See how that affects his run. Not sure if that caused any damage. It does seem like the car may be handling a little different, maybe running a little slower. Gomes now looking to the inside, looking to get that lap back from the leader. Irwin able to keep it in front of Gomes for now, keeping him that lap down. That last lap, Irwin ran a 30-second lap. I think that's the slowest we've seen from him all night. A little further back in the field. These guys now all looking. We got a close little grouping. Oh my God, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Barham looking to the inside of Butchino. Barham able to slot up in front of him. Irwin must have some damage. We saw him at up 13, 14 seconds ahead of P2. Now only 10 seconds gap and dropping. Barham looking to the inside of Mueller, gets the move done. Barham up to 5th. Further back in the field, way further back in the field. Little cluster here. Greer, Fritz, and Zimmerman. 8th, 9th, and 10th right now. Fritz looking to the inside of Greer. Was able to get the move done. Will secure the 8th position. Greer hot on his tail, though. Watch that timing tower, folks. Irwin is losing his lead and fast. Now they will have to pit one more time before this race is over. Remember, only 50 to 55 laps approximately for the fuel run. These guys pitting between laps 83 and 90. 92 for some, but still even then, gonna be a few laps shy. We'll have to see how people decide to take pits on this one. Fritz passing the lap car there. That was the 39, a Derek Cat that we saw. Big gaps across the whole field. Over almost a second between everybody, except right here we got about a half a second. Lap 109 out of 160. Go take up with our leader here. Behind the 55 of Gomes. His lead is now under 6 seconds. It has been dropping fast. Now under a 4 or 5 second lead for Irwin. Bennett closing in. Big gap here, so we got about a 4.5 second gap to second, about a 4 second gap to third, 2 second gap to fourth, 2 second gap to fifth. Pit strategy is going to be key if this race stays green. Make or break it. Joe Irwin now down to 3.5 second lead. Let's take a ride on board here with the 19 of Justin Parham. You can hear just how much they have to play with that pedal in the corners. Keep as much speed as they can. Oh, I hear them getting them stripes there. Making a little contact with the wall. It's just how easy it is, folks, to get your Darlington stripe. This track is narrow. It's a weird shape. Definitely a harder track to drive. Look at this. Irwin's lead now down under a second. The 0-1, Travis Bennett, hot on his tail. Bennett looking to the inside. He's able to get the move done. New race leader, the 0-1, Travis Bennett. Joe Irwin will fall back to P2. Little action further back. We see Stinson making some contact with the wall. Walden to the inside of him. See Devin Butchno come into pit. Currently pitting, coming in P10. Joe Irwin also deciding to come into pit. I was wondering when these guys would decide to come in. The 55, Ryan Gomes, also coming into pit. See how this plays. That's going to give the 44. I don't believe he's used any fast repairs tonight, so he should get his car good as new. New sets of tires, full tank of fuel. Hopefully get back out there, see what he can do with about 40 laps to go. Travis Bennett still out. Josh Mueller coming into pit now. He was 5th. These will be the last green flag pit stops these drivers will need to make. Bennett now has himself a 5-second lead over P2, which is Garrett Walden. Irwin back out, cruising. Can definitely see his car in mint condition now. Gonna be looking to get his way back up. Travis Bennett now pulling into pit lane. Gonna make Garrett Walden our new leader for now. See behind him, that's the 68 of Devin Butchnow, one of the earliest here to pit on the lead lap. Getting by Walden there on his fresh tires. Jay Stinson coming into pit. Chase Greer as well. That leaves just Walden, Parham, and Fritz yet needing to pit before the end of this race. Along with some other lap cars as far as your top contenders here. Parham coming into pit now is going to leave just Walden and Fritz. Parham in. Love to see it. I'm a huge fan of green flag pit stops in a race. Really shakes things up. It really makes the pit strategy worth it. Requires both driving skill and strategy. Folks, we're coming to lap 130 out of 160. Getting down to the end of this one. And we got a close position battle right here. The 55 of Gomes and Wright. D. Wright in the 84. Battling for 12th. Looks like Gomes will get that position. Both Gomes and Wright. Oh, never mind. Gomes pit on lap 119. Wright does still need to pit. Walden Fritz still on track. Gomes looking to the inside of the lap car there. He'll get the move done. Walden now coming into pit. Leave Fritz out to lead a lap. Looks like Fritz will be... oh, I think he was just letting the car by with fresher tires. I have to assume that he'll pit either this time or next time by, being one of the few cars yet to pit on this pit cycle. There he goes, diving down into pit lane. That will make Joe Irwin our leader here once again. Once he comes by the flag. Walden out of pit. Fritz now in officially. Irwin out front with only a 3.5, almost 3.5 second gap. The 01 of Travis Bennett is currently running P2. Stinson looking to make a move here. Him and Josh Hall there in the 81, battling for that third position. Josh Hall still has not pit. Ooh, we see him get up into the wall there. Assume that maybe he will come to pit here pretty soon now. Some of these faster cars approaching on fresher tires. And then looking to get past some lap cars here to keep chipping away at this interval. Oh, got it under 3 seconds now. Not too much action on the field. You see it, 25 laps to go. Joe Irwin still holding out his lead, about 2.7 in front of second place. That time was ticking down fast. Now it's ticking down slow. Back further in the field here, Butchino, Mueller, Hall, all positions on the lead lap. 12 out of the 20 cars still on the lead lap. 2 cars out for the night. Too much going on anywhere else in the field. This is our closest battle between Josh Mueller and Butchino. Devin Butchino. Let's go ahead and take a ride in the cockpit. See him tight right up against that wall, middle of the corner, gets a good run off there. Nice and heavy on the throttle in the backstretch, downshift going into 3, looks like. It looks like that's working solid for him. Currently running 7th. Not exactly gaining ground on Mueller, though. They're starting to get a little bit more spread out. Erwin Bennett. Here we go, within the same shot. Everyone's got a lap car in front of him. It's gonna maybe slow him up, not give him the line he wants. Hard into the wall. No. Oh my gosh, wrecked out. There's the yellow flag. My goodness, we saw it happen here live. Our leader gets tangled up. Go back. Ooh. Go back and take a look at this one here. Again. He's looking to the outside here of D right. They make just a little bit of contact. It shoots him up into the wall. Locks him up. Contact with the inside wall. Also with the 84 to the, oh goodness. He's still got another fast repair, or can get that repaired back up. Been running good all night long. It looked like him and Bennett were about to have good battle and going for the lead there as this one was winding down, but late race caution gonna stack everybody back up for the first time in a long time here tonight. 160 laps, only our 4th caution. We got Travis Bennett, Joe Irwin, Jay Stinson, Walden, Parham, Mueller, Butchino, Zimmerman, Greer all into pit. Walt Lipicki, Shane King, Derek Catt also coming into pit as well. Tough break for the 44, Joe Irwin. See him getting tires. I don't know if he's going to have to sit there and take repairs or if he has a fast repair. Does not look like a fast repair as we see him sitting there. Decent amount of time. Unfortunate. Shows you anything can happen in a race. You never know what's going to happen. We come back to here. Travis Bennett will be our leader. Late race caution going to stack everyone up, get them all grouped back together here. The last few laps, you see the lap cars getting waved around the pace car. Lights are off on the iRacing.com pace car. Travis Bennett in first, Devin Butchino second. Jay Stinson going to be third. Fourth will be Garrett Walden. And rounding out your top five will be that 19, Justin Parham. See the pace car now dipping down into pit lane. Travis Bennett will lead us back.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is out here once again at Darlington Raceway. Bennett off to a great start. Walden, Butchino side by side, battling over that second spot. Only 16 laps to go out of this 160 lap race. We're going to see everyone give it all they've got. Single file now, spread out, 15 laps to go, not much action up front. Joe Irwin out on track. Looks like he still has some damage, so, ooh, yeah, we'll have to see where he ends up. He's been fast all night. But, you know, maybe dropping back here a little bit. Stinson getting past. Now the 19 to Parham looking to his outside. $14 to go here at Richmond. Travis Bennett currently in the lead by half a second. Garrett Walden in second. Jay Stinson third. Currently watching P5, Devin Butchino. Mueller looking on his tail, maybe looking to the inside. Of course, it shows Bennett in pit. We all know that's not true. We'll give that just a quick little refresh here. There we go. Yeah, Bennett out in the lead, not in pit. Decent battling going on, nothing side by side as we're getting down to the wire here. Mueller maybe looking to the top side of Butchino. He is. Can he hold on to it now as we're going into turn one? Smacks the wall a little bit. Keeps a lot of momentum though. Mueller able to get 5th place currently. 12 laps to go. Zimmerman on the tail of Butchino, also now looking to the inside. Zimmerman had a rough start to this race, is having a pretty good race now, though. Shortly right behind them, Fritz. I mean, these are all playoff guys here. They all want one more point than the guy that they're battling against. 11 laps to go. Travis Bennett still our leader, about 0.3 second lead. Zimmerman, this is our closest action on the field. Zimmerman making the pass here on Butchino, the battle of the Devons. Zimmerman gets out in front of Butchino. Fritz right on the tail of Butchino now.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Yellow flag is out again. Another caution to shake it up here at Darlington. With 10 laps to go, a caution flag comes out. Looks like Walt Lipicki, D. Wright may be involved. Let's go back, have a look at it. Oh, yeah, looks like, let's back it up a little bit. Looks like just a little contact on corner entry there. A little bit. Oh, and then he just loses it. Oh, hard hit. I think we hear the motor blow in that 56 machine as well. Looks like he jumped to pit. T. Wright also jumped to pit. Tough break there. Well, that's really going to shake things up once again, as we're going to get him stacked back up here. Currently 9 laps to go. Pace lights are still on, so let's say we'll be going back with, what, about 7 or 6 laps to go. Pace lights are still on, so they'll pace one more time around. Lots of people coming into pit. Butchino, Fritz, Gomes, Irwin. Well, Irwin coming in, he's probably got more damage to repair. Butchino, I wonder if he ended up having a little bit of damage, and that's why he was falling back. We'll have to see. This has definitely been the track to tame tonight. Not too many cautions, but just definitely people getting their stripes, a lot of contact with the wall. I feel like just the right amount of cautions for this type of track. Knock on wood, everybody. I don't want to just jinx it and have a bunch. That's me knocking on the wood. I do have to believe the lights will go out on the pace car this time by. Well, which means next time we will be green flag with 6 laps to go. We're here at the end. It's been here from the beginning. Thanks for watching this. Do it for all y'all at home, watching your loved ones, or just you enjoy racing. We are proud to bring it to you here at Royalty Racing Network. It's gonna heat up. Do you think we're gonna see this one finish under green, or will we have another yellow flag to bring out a green-white checkered before this race is over? It's down to the wire. Everyone's gonna be making the moves. Travis Bennett looking to get a great launch, hoping to get in front of that 24 right away. Pace car dipping into pit lane. Here we go. Green flag is out. 6 laps to go at Darlington. Who's going to get the win? Who's going to lock themselves into the championship for? They'll want it. Travis Bennett certainly hope so, as he gets a great launch on that restart. Gets up in front of the 24. Everyone else pretty much single file behind. Lots of action dipping down below. Here we go. We got the 36 of Zimmerman looking to the inside. The 19 of Parham. Parham up into the wall. Zimmerman blinking. All right, that seems to have settled out shortly. Just right behind them, we see Fritz and Mueller looking to go at it here. Fritz is able to give himself a little bit of breathing room. 5 laps to go. Zimmerman up into the wall. I saw the sparks fly. Fritz into the wall as well. Mueller now looking to the inside of Fritz. Looking to take away P6. They're side by side up by the wall. Can't quite carry the speed through. Mueller will tuck up behind. Just saw behind him Butchino making the pass on the 55 of Gomes. Butchino looking to get up to the top. 4 laps to go here. Leaders still a little bit spread out. Let's see, maybe the 19 to Parham trying to get into that top 3. Wants to get a podium finish. You got to get past the 2 of Jay Stinson, though, to do it. Ready, single file, as we will go 2 laps to go, or 3 laps to go here still. Going able to put any hardcore pressure on just quite yet. An eye through. Walden's going to be looking to make a move here. Looking to close up that gap. Can he make the moves here in these final closing laps, these final corners? Bennett able to keep a little bit of a gap between him and Walden. Still going strong, able to keep the lead. Bennett's going to be a leader here with 1 lap to go. Can he hold on to it? 4 more turns remain. He's able to get a good run through the corners now. No mistakes here. Into the final turns, 3 and 4. Wallen's got to give it everything he has if he wants an opportunity. I don't think he's going to be able to get it done. No, he can't. Our winner here tonight and locked in to the championship round, the 01 Travis Bennett. Great race from everybody tonight. Just such good racing. Man. Every week, week in, week out, these guys put on such a great show. It is truly an honor to be part of this. What a great race. Exciting there at the end. We see our top 3 stopping at the start-finish line for their podium pictures. We will get them all into our interviews here. Top 3 interviews coming up next, man. That's what we're going to do. We watch the 01 and Travis Bennett burn it down. Well deserved. Great win here tonight. Got to be a big sigh of relief for him. Be able to get in to the championship for this season. Locked himself in early. Doesn't have to worry the second race of this round. But let's go ahead. We are going to just I'll rewind a little bit so we can get some nice slow-mo action of the cars. But then we will get our top 3 in here for some interviews, man. That's the best part of it, right? The interviews. So, find the man I need here. Number 2. All right, speaking with our 3rd place finisher, the number 2 of Jay Stinson. Jay, this is Matt up at the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, Matt, what's going on, buddy?
Not too much. Epic race tonight from you and your fellow league racers. Walk me through it tonight. How'd the car do? Did it kind of get better or worse as the night went on? Tell me about it.
It actually got better once you figure out kind of where you need to be and find your braking points and all that kind of stuff. You know, it absolutely gets better as the run goes and you get comfortable with what you're doing.
Right on. Now tell me, how do you, with a race like this, we had some long green flag runs. How kind of mental battles do you find yourself having to go through to make sure you're hitting those solid laps, lap after lap?
I'm gonna say my fellow teammates in the Discord keeping us all laughing and goofing off and having a good time, buddy. Just kept it kind of chill and like a Sunday drive. So that's basically how we got it done. Everybody in there making it not so serious, having a good time and having fun.
Hey, that's gonna be the key sometimes, is taking away some of that seriousness and kind of just letting loose and driving, man. Tell you though, great race from you tonight. Congrats on the podium finish. Before we let you go, anyone you'd like to thank or shout out?
Absolutely, man. Thank you guys for doing the broadcast. You guys do a great job. Love going back and listening to these things. Super excited to have you guys a part of this. All the admins, Dev and Ryan and Josh, for putting this thing together. It's not easy. I don't think everybody understands how hard it is to run one of these all year long. So appreciate those guys. Trash Panda Disposal, buddy of mine's company, putting his name on the car most weekends. Did a throwback for Miller genuine draft car, but still had him on the side. So, and all my teammates, from Matt, who's been with me forever, Chase, been with me forever, Justin as well. We had a couple that couldn't make it today, but man, we just have a good time. It was a fun race, and we just kept it upbeat, and all the sponsors who let us do this on a Wednesday night.
Well, hey, I know we all appreciate you coming out this week and doing everything you do for the SCSRA, man. Go ahead and celebrate this podium, and we'll see you back here next week.
Yes, sir. Just congratulations to Bennett and Walden. Great race out there in front of me.
For sure. All right, there you have it, folks. That was the two of Jay Stinson coming in third place tonight. We're going to get with our second place finisher, Mr. Garrett Walden. Garrett, this is Matt up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got a copy.
A phenomenal racing tonight up front for most of the race. Tell me about your strategy and kind of how it played out from everybody else's, you think?
Well, I feel like, and most people probably agree, Darlington is you're going to have at least 1 to 2 big long runs. So you can have quick speed in the first couple laps, but if you're not able to maintain that speed over the course of a long run like we had, then you're going to kind of get caught off in the back end. So my whole strategy was to save tires, try to go as long as I could, maintain like consistent lap times, and it paid off at the end because in the back ends of all the runs I was catching guys. So that was mostly like what I tried to base mine off of.
Yeah, we saw you hanging in there. You'd catch up on the long run there. Do you think you could have done anything different there to be able to get past Travis Bennett at the end?
Yeah, I feel like in the first little run we had before the last caution, I burnt off my fronts too quickly, and then whenever we had the last little run, it would not turn down as good as his would. So it was just probably saved a little bit more, but your last 5 laps, you're just going for it all out as best you can. So, props to him that he was able to stay in front, and it was good racing there at the end.
It was very good racing, and definitely I could see everyone was going out. I saw so many people get their stripes at the end of that race. It was wild. But man, still a great race tonight, coming in P2, a great finish. Anyone you'd like to thank or shout out before we let you go here?
Yeah, just Travis, he's a teammate of mine, obviously, and good run for him, good run for us. We had some practice this week and just strategy. Shout out to all the guys in the league. We ran a good, clean race. Had a few hiccups, but that's Darlington. So just shout out to everybody. Stinson finished behind me, and Parham, and everyone that ran a good, clean race tonight.
I couldn't agree more. Well, you go enjoy this podium finish here tonight, and we'll see you back out here next week.
All right, thank you, sir.
There you have it. That was our second place finisher, the 24 of Garrett Walden. Now let's speak to the man of the hour, the 01 of Travis Bennett. Travis, this is Matt up in the booth. Do you have a copy?
Matt, what's happening, buddy?
Oh, not much. Just reeling it all in. That was such an amazing race there. Tell me, how'd your car handle throughout the race for you? Did it improve or get worse as the laps went on? And tell me about the strategy that went in tonight.
Oh, man, it's been a wild race. I don't know where to start off at. The car started off pretty good, I guess. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't really start off knowing how to drive this track fast. Garrett helped me out a lot. He had it down pat in practice, and I felt like I was lost. And turn 3, lap 1. I got hit by Devin Zimmerman, but it was completely by accident. He apologized instantly. I get it. Things happen. Kind of sent me to the back. Then I got wrecked by somebody else that's a known offender. And man, it just lit me up. I was so mad, and I think that's probably what projected me to drive harder and try to focus and try to get the job done. I was able to save tires pretty well one run and run down Joe Irwin for the lead, and I had the last couple cautions, and really long run was kind of out the window by then.
Yeah, we had seen that contact that happened on early in the race, and like you said, you were able to get back through the field quite quickly there. And tell me, oh gosh, sorry, excuse me. How satisfying is it to win and be, you're locked into the championship for going into next week? Tell me about how that feels, man.
It feels pretty good, man. I missed it by a little bit last season, and I feel like I'm on my redemption here. We fell short last night in the trucks, defending the truck championship. I wound up wrecking it, and we know at Darlington how the cautions fly or don't fly. If you spin to the inside, you're not going to get a caution, and that's what happened to me last night. So I'm just trying to make up for it.
Well, what better way to make up for it than with a win here tonight? Anyone you would like to thank or shout out here before we let you go celebrate this one?
Yeah, man. I want to thank Garrett. Definitely, man. Whether if he thinks he helped me out or not, I feel like he did. I want to thank you for putting this on, man. I know you over here by yourself here lately, but no, it's not an easy job. But we definitely appreciate you, and I just want to appreciate everybody in the league, man. A lot of people, it was letting people by on track. Uh, you don't see that a whole lot. Yeah, we did have one or two that was probably questionable that didn't let somebody by easily, but everybody else seemed pretty good, man. And admins. There was a lot of chatter after the race, but I just want to give a shout out to the admins, man. Everybody tries to run it fair, and it's always going to be some drama or something when you got the playoff points format. That's what it's made for, drama.
Well, yes, sir. And I tell you, it breeds drama, but it also breeds excitement too. You just got to be able to stomach it.
Right.
All right, we'll let you go pop the champagne in victory lane, and we'll see you back out here next week.
All right, man. Good seeing you. Appreciate it.
There you have it. That was our winner for this evening. The 01 Travis Bennett able to bring home the trophy, locking himself into the championship four. I'm really looking forward to this upcoming race here. It's going to be exciting to see race 2 and, the points going in and how hard they're going to have to fight. Okay, get a little refresher where we're going next here. Of course, my stuff never wants to load. Anyway, don't mind me. I know what I'm talking about. Martinsville, another tough track that they are facing for the cutoff of the round of 8. Next week, we got 200 laps in Martinsville with the stage at the end of lap 50. At the end of that race, that will determine our championship 4. And of course, our championship is going to be at Homestead, Miami. I'm excited for it. I know you are all too. I want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. Love to have your support and your comments in chat, and just great all around. Catch us back here live Saturday with Triple F Bomb broadcasting the Noma Next Gen series. I am Matt Drafty Beef Everard. For everyone here at Royalty Racing Network, have your